everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a video on a Valentine's Day look. I think I'm going to do a smoky halo eye that has like pinky and burgundy tones in it, and maybe like a really intense pop of a pinky sort of shimmery shade on the middle of the lid. So if you guys are interested in watching me do this tutorial, so I'm going to start by priming my eyes. And just so you guys know, I have most of my face makeup done already, including my brows. I'm going to contour a little bit, like I bronze just a tiny bit, but not really. And my brows are fully done, but I am going to clean them up at the bottom here while I prime my eyes with this concealer. So I'm just going to place the Fit Me concealer in light all the way from the base of my lid to my brow bone and blend this out with a beauty blender. So I just went in with a neutral cream shadow to set that concealer that I applied. And I think I'm going to start with this palette right here. It's the Studio Makeup palette. It's just the one with burgundy shades and pinky shades and more cool tone shades. And I think I'm going to start out with this transition color in the middle here. It's like, it looks more gray in the pan, but when you apply it to the eyes, it's like, I don't know, kind of gives off like a soft brown neutral color. It's really pretty, so I'm going to start with this, just applying it here into the crease and focusing more on inner and outer corner and lightly buffing in the center, just a tiny bit. I'm just going to blend it back and forth until I'm satisfied with the color buildup. So I just went in with a neutral cream shadow to set that concealer that I applied. And I think I'm going to start with this palette right here. It's the Studio Makeup palette. It's just the one with burgundy shades and pinky shades and more cool tone shades. And I think I'm going to start out with this transition color in the middle here. It's like, it looks more gray in the pan, but when you apply it to the eyes, it's like, I don't know, kind of gives off like a soft brown neutral color. It's really pretty, so I'm going to start with this, just applying it here into the crease and focusing more on inner and outer corner and lightly buffing in the center, just a tiny bit. I'm just going to blend it back and forth until I'm satisfied with the color buildup. Now that I'm done applying that transition color, I'm going to go in with a Luxie 205 tapered blending brush. It's just this one right here. Freaking love these brushes, like they're amazing. And I'm going to be dipping into my Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection palette and going to be using this shade called Mojave or Mojave. I don't know, it's the pinky one right here. And we are going to blend that in inner corner and outer corner and just slightly, very slightly taking it into the middle of the crease. I just want to have this pink hue going on in my shadows because it is a Valentine's Day makeup look. So you really want to focus on the whole love and pink aspect. Now that I'm done with that second shadow that we used, the pinky one, we're going to go in with this color right here. I don't know, these colors have no names, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but we're going to go in with this shadow anyways and take this smaller Luxie brush, which is a 237 blending brush, and we're going to really focus this burgundy color in the outer and inner corner to get that halo eye look that we were going for. And I'm just going to slowly build this up until it has reached that depth that I'm looking for. I love this brush because it really just gets into those tiny spaces that you... Alright, so now that I'm done blending out that dark shadow, I actually went in with that Luxie brush that we used originally, and I just blended out that shadow really lightly with that brush. It just had a little bit of the pinky color we used left on it. So now I'm going to dip my brush into a tiny bit of this marula oil, and it's just like a facial oil, and dipping into this light pinky shade in the corner. And I found that oils don't wreck your brush or your eyeshadow like a eye drops or water would. And I'm just going to press this shadow onto the center of my lid. I'm trying really hard not to wreck the dark shadow that we just placed on. We will go in and blend it out a little bit. Alright, so I just blended out that pink shadow that we applied in the center with a little bit of this burgundy shade that we used earlier with that tiny little Luxie brush, and everything looks like it's coming together so far. Now we're going to go in with some eyeliner, and I'm going to be using my Maybelline gel liner in Blackest Black, like always. And I think I'm just going to put a line just across the top of the lash line, and that's it, because I don't want to ruin the whole halo concept because it's like nice and rounded, and I'm liking the way that that's. Now I'm just going to apply those same shadows that I used in the crease onto the lower lash line, and then a bit of that pinky shadow that we used on the center in the inner corner. Just using that Vera Mona brush. And it's just a little short shader brush, I believe it's called, and grabbing that burgundy shade, the darkest one. I'm just trying my hardest to smoke it onto this lower lash line. I did apply a little bit of liner, just dotted it on my lash line, like my lower one, a tiny bit. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and apply some Kiss lashes. These are just the ones that come in the 5-pack. I think these are the, I don't know, natural multi-pack. I don't know, they're just some basic lashes that you can get at Walmart. And I'm just going to brush some Ardell Strip Lash brush on glue onto the lash band. And we are going to let it dry for a few seconds. This glue is a little gimmicky. It's either you let it dry really fast and then put it on. Like, I usually wait like 30 seconds, but this stuff, like, I don't know, it dries like pretty quickly. Like, it's like hit and miss whether or not the lash glue works for you. And I'm just going to place it onto my lash line like this with my fingers. Onto the center, and then outer corner, and then go into the inner corner. This glue like kind of stings the eyes a little bit. It's very chemically, I don't know how to say it, like it's not comfortable. Makes my eyes water too, like. And now that the lashes are on, the eyes are complete, and we are going to go in and add some of this Pure Mineral Glow bronzing powder to our cheeks, just to add a little bit more warmth into the face. And I'm also going to hit my temples, down the bridge of my nose a little bit, under my jawline, and move on to blush. Now I'm going to go in with this blush from my Coastal Scents palette. It's just the mini blush and bronzer palette, and this really dark color broke, but that's okay because I didn't really care for it that much. But I'm going to go in and use the light pink one and just place it on the apples of my cheeks towards the back of my hairline. Now that my blush is done, I'm going to go in with a highlighter, and I think I'm going to use this one from Vintage Cosmetics, or Vintage Cosmetics by Jessica Liebskin. The first thing I'm going to do is apply a little bit of that marula oil on my cheekbones before I apply my highlight. and it will really help the highlight pop. I feel like it's wrecking that makeup a little bit. Hopefully the highlight disguises that. Probably applying too much, but it's okay. Just gonna apply it in the areas that I'm looking to highlight. Alright, so I'm gonna pick up the color Rose Quartz from that vintage palette and just place it over where I put that oil using this tiny little crap brush that I got from a eBay site, like AliExpress or whatever it was called. Okay, so that's giving me a pretty intense highlight. I'm gonna pick up a tiny bit more and just focus it right there. Oh yeah, that is intense. We are going to blend it out a bit, don't worry, but I just wanted to see if this little hack works. And I feel like it's going good so far, and like I thought, it covered up that weird little spot that the oil made, obviously, since you put product on there. But I'm liking how this is turning out. It's really intense. Like, that is intense. So as you guys can probably tell, I did blend out the highlight a little bit, and it's so dewy and pretty. I'm loving this. So now I'm going to go in with this lip gloss from Avon. It's like super old. Well, not like super old, but I don't know. It's just a pinky kind of like light gloss. Just gonna apply it all over my lips, and this is the last step. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. You can really pair this look with any kind of lip you want. I just went with the pinky gloss because I like the way it looked with the eyeshadow. I just wanted to show you guys a close-up as well of all the makeup and how freaking dewy my skin is looking right now. Oh my god. So please leave me a comment or a like, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.